Great health development in Raid Shadow Legends is something that I've always taken seriously from the early game all to the end game where I am right now with everything almost at gold. Yes, I just have 3 more right here to complete and I'll be done with my Great Hall. So this is a subject that I know a lot about because I do enjoy farming the arena to get it all shiny like this. In this video, I'm going to be answering this question that somebody asked in a comment saying, could you please help me with some points on completing my Great Hall? Yes, it's something that I've almost done and I do have answers for you. I'm going to put it in 6 bullet points form so it's easy to understand, so I also go accordingly and don't ramble about. And I'm going to be answering the question how you can also get your Great Hall to be complete as fast as possible. If you're new to Raid or if you're an endgame player, I'll be answering this question for the noob to pro perspective where it's all not so shiny, so it will also apply to you, and also from my endgame perspective. So I do have a lot of experience about this particular subject, so I'll be showing you my tips that I've learned along the way. So let's head over straight to the point. First, I'll give a disclaimer. In this type of videos, especially about the Great Hall, it will depend on the champions you have. That's the first thing. So if you do have some particular champions, spirit champions, you might want to focus on one particular thing. So I'm saying don't just copy everything I've done to the letter. You have to apply it to your type of champions you have according to their affinities. Yes. And also another thing that you have to focus on is the type of content you want to focus on. Example, if you're really crazy about Doom Tower for some reason, right? You love the Doom Tower so much. What do you need there? Well, you need some high resistance right there for the Doom Tower, especially for those bosses. So that's if you want to build those type of teams. So somebody who else is focused on the dungeons, for example, will focus more on accuracy or more on damage, right? Somebody who is focused on clan boss will also focus on defense. So it depends on the content in Raid Shadow Legends that makes you go crazy. So if you're kind of crazy about the arena, you might want to focus on crit damage, come in there and nuke, right? So that's what I'll give you as the second disclaimer. Build your Great Hall according to the type of champions you have and the type of affinities that you're working with on your teams. Now that we have all that out of the way, the first tip that I'll share with you on my Great Hall, 6 tips that have helped me get so far, is to build an actual arena team. Now, before you stop this video and get to your inventory and start building the arena team, I have to ask you the question. Where are you in terms of content in Raid Shadow Legends? You agree with me generally that the first piece of content that you try to beat in Raid is the dungeons. I'm talking about dungeons 1 all the way to 24 or 25. Now, if you are dungeon 20, you might say, okay, yes, I'm ready to start developing my Great Hall. Yes, but I'll encourage you to push your dungeon content to 24. I'm talking about the Dragon first of all, the Spider 20 at least, then Fire Knight 20, because you need gear. Without gear, you can't build this arena team that we're talking about. So yes, I said the first thing is to build an actual arena team. Now, if I head over to the Noob to Pro, where we have a good example of that, where we're trying to still farm the dungeons, right, at dungeon 20, but we do not yet have a good arena team because we've not come here and focused on a team that can do it. What do you do at this stage? You just put together any team that can help you in the arena, right? A speed booster, a random team like this, or tanky teams that can help you farm the Great Hall a little bit. But here's what I did on the Noob to Pro as a tip. I'll put that in another tip too. But the first one is to build an actual arena team. Don't come in here with random champions and expect to have a Great Hall developed fully. The first thing, build arena team. So for you to build an arena team, your dungeons need to have been completed. Your clan boss needs to have been completed. I'm talking about Nightmare or Brutal. Nightmare and Ultra Nightmare at least. Well, once you get to Brutal Nightmare, you can start focusing on the arena team. The next piece of content that I focused on in Raid was the arena. So dungeons, clan boss, arena. That's the order that you have to go. Don't leave your dungeons at level 15, level 13 and start going to spend resources on building an arena team. Let that team that worked for you in the dungeons transfer over to your arena if they are the same type of champions, or let your dungeon teams work in your clan boss. That's the first tip before you move over to building an arena team. I had to just make that one clear. So if you have not done so already, pick out a team, speed boosters and all that, check out different arena teams that you can build to make dungeon farming easy. If you come in here and lose all your battles, you will not love the Great Hall development. But if you come in here and you can beat 5-6 teams, your Great Hall will develop faster. So don't come in here with your 1% win rate, 2%. If your win rate is 40%, you're not doing good. So your win rate in this Great Hall development should be 90 to 100%. I'm currently at 96% win rate. So you should be winning more battles than you're losing. And building an arena team will help you make that one possible. I had to stress this point forward, but I didn't just want you to leave your dungeon development and start going to build arena. I want your dungeons done. I want your clan boss teams done so you can start getting good resources before you focus on arena teams. All right, that's the first point done. The second point is to spend all your arena tokens daily. You head over to my daily rewards right there, playtime rewards. I have not claimed it. This is 8 p.m. in the night. It resets at 12 p.m. I'm waiting till 11 p.m. on the dot, 1 hour till reset. That's when I hit the claim. If I wanted to use it right now, of course I'll claim it. But because I do not want it to go to my inbox and expire, right? You don't want it to go to your inbox and expire like all these ones. Well, I do not have them right here, but check out on the Noob to Pro because I've spent it on my account. But on the Noob to Pro, where I'm not spending it as much as possible, if I head over to my inbox, you can see there are almost 5 days and I cannot spend all of them because I'm not getting enough teams to beat. So by waiting till the last minute for you to claim these arena tokens, right, you are able to let it last till the next day, 24 hours, while you look for those teams you can beat, right? So that's the tip that I'll give to you in this one. Claim this daily, and this is not the only place that gives you arena tokens, right? From your daily quests, you can also get, I've also claimed the one for today right here, 5 arena tokens. You get 15 from here. Use them daily, and I don't claim them until I want to use them or before resets happens. So I have that timer going on them. I don't have anyone pending right there. I've used all I had today. Yes, I've used it, so I can claim that one and use it. So that's the second tip for those who are thinking they have to use gems to be fighting arena battles. No, you can develop your Great Hall simply by using these 15 battles daily, and you know, by leaving it at 3, 4 less than it's supposed to be, your arena tokens will refill. Don't stay at 10 arena token refills. So whenever you see it at 9, at 10, go spend 1 or 2 battles. Even if you lose them, no problem. It's better you lost that battle than it to stay at 10. So go in there and lose 1 battle so your arena token can refill back to 10, right? So that's the other tip that I'll give to you right there as the second tip to use your arena tokens if you wish that Great Hall developed. That's an easy one, right? Yes, I think that everybody knows that one, but sometimes you just don't have the time to make it happen. I do understand. Now, on the third tip that I'll give to you is do not claim tokens daily until the end of the day. I already gave that one as a second tip also. Well, so we can just match that one into number 1 or 2. So maybe this is just 5 tips, not even 6 tips. So like I said, do not claim your tokens at the end before the end of the day. I've already explained it. And spending your tokens daily. Pick battles wisely. 90% to 100% win rate. So by picking battle wisely, I head over to the Noob to Pro that explains that one a little bit better because I do not have the luxury of fighting everybody I come across on this team. No, I can possibly fight this team, right? Even if they have a greater, but I'm saying I won't fight this first arbiter team simply because I know they'll be faster than me. I know what's his name? He will play decrease defense, decrease attack on me. I know the next thing will happen, I'll be nuked. So me clicking battle in this page is unreasonable. It's not a battle I can win. I know 99.9% sure that I'll lose this battle. So that's the fourth tip, I guess, that I'm giving to you. Do not fight battles like this. You know you're going to lose. Don't just take the battle. Instead, you want to look for one-man defenses. I know this is going to be a difficult one. Yes, you don't always find one-man defenses. Yes, it's true. That's why every 15 minutes, if you're on the game, you just hit that refresh and find these battles. You can easily win if you don't get stunned all the way to oblivion. But fight one-man defenses and beat them. That's the best way I can advise you by picking your battles. Now, it's not all about one-man defenses. I think I can win this battle because it's clear that they are still a beginner team. But for somebody to take his war, what's her name? War priest to 60, it means this player might have good gear on hand that can possibly nuke me, but I don't think a Kale can nuke my Deliana and Ultimate Death Knight together because they are force affinity. So by me strategizing with this team, analyzing it, I know I have a chance here, at least a 70% chance of winning this team. So I'm saying it's not all about one-man defenses now. You can also analyze a team like this and see that they might be weaker than you and actually take the fight and win it. So that's the fourth point right there. Pick your battles wisely. Don't come in there and always try to beat like this is just suicide. I know I'll get bombs on me and die, right? So it's not worth going for. Now, on my main account, what I mean by picking my battles wisely is by not going for teams that I think will be a problem. Freeze, take my cooldown, reset the cooldown of all my skills. This is a problem. I'll possibly win, but this is more a risky one. So by picking my battles wisely, I'll go against Arbiter teams like I'm sure I can win this battle. I'm sure I can win these battles. Why? Because I have 100% confidence in the speed of my Arbiter. This goes with picking my battles wisely because I already have confidence in my team and I know they don't have a speed booster here. So this is an easy win, right? So by picking battles wisely, I know teams I can comfortably win and teams that I will not win. So I've shown you the results from two scenarios. From the noob to pro perspective, where we only fight one-man defenses or extremely weak four-man defenses, or on my main account where I can pick any battles as long as it's not those annoying tanky teams that even if you're not faster than them, your Arbiter and everybody will have a difficult time in there. So I'm not going against some bomb teams that you know they'll be rocking stone skins. So that's not the type of battle I want to fight. But I'm able to win 96% of my battles on the main account, while I'm able to win about 50% of the battles on my noob to pro. But by fighting only one-man defenses, I'm able to win 100% of the battles on the noob to pro. That's the difference. What it means to pick your battles wisely if you want that great hall to develop for you to win this fight and get these gold medals. All right, for the fifth point now, I've been building a lot of champions in raid, doing a lot of champion guides. I hope you've been watching it and enjoying it. But if you notice something about those videos, my stats are always high, or people think it's not possible to get high stats on your champions, right? And that brings me to the point. The fifth point is to never apologize for having a good great hall. Yes, a lot of people want to make you feel guilty a little bit for having a developed, fleshed out great hall, right? Because you're getting some good stats. So if I head over to my Osoga, the war color, for example, and I show you the stats, and I say, oh, I'm at 110k HP. That's almost impossible for most players in Raid Shadow Legends to get this type of HP on a tanky champion, because one, their great hall right there, 4,000 HP is coming from there. I know it's not much, but you know, classic arena points, 5,000. I mean, so I'm getting like 10k extra from all this stuff that are coming in. From your gear, farming also, your type of gear that you have on it will also determine how long you've been playing, how long you've been farming to get that gear. So I'm saying this is something, stats that you've worked hard for, either from your great hall or from your artifacts or accessories. Don't let anybody make you feel guilty that you're using broken sets or you didn't buy, whether you buy the artifacts or not. The point is you should always be proud of your build, of your champion builds. That's why when I come into these videos and I tell you, oh, I have these stats on my champion, I also say that you might not be able to reach this type of numbers if you've not been playing raid for as long as I have been doing, or you've not been spending so much time in the dungeons or in the arena to develop your greater as long as I have been doing. So it all depends on how long you've been putting in to this for you to get this type of stats on your champions. So that's what I'm saying. If you've managed to get good stats and somebody is saying, oh, you're only beating those bosses or you're only hitting those numbers because of your great hall, proudly own up to it and say, yes, I'm happy I was able to develop my great hall. Why don't you get good and do the same? So that's something I always see people apologizing for their great hall. Apologize, sorry, my great hall is helping me too much. Or let's say somebody is trying to build a champion or build a team, right? And he wants to make it relatable to newer players in Raid Shadow Legends. And then you begin to take out your accessories, take out your banner, like, I don't want my great hall to affect my stats so much. No. If I wanted to build a relatable team for you guys, I will show off my Kale and I'll show off my War Maidens, right? That's what I will use. and show that type of a team. I will not go build my Osoga at a less start just because I want to make it relatable to new players. No, I'll go to play champions who are already built for that purpose, like Frozen Banshee, and show her off to you as a new player friendly, and I will beat Dungeon 20 content instead of Dungeon 24 content for that type of a video. That's how I see it. Don't apologize for your great haul. Don't feel bad about having a good great haul, especially if you're a content creator or somebody who is showing some guides to some people. Be proud of it and flex it as much as possible. So I guess this is flex for my great haul. On the Noob to Pro, where I'm also developing it right now, I'm also proud of that progress done so far in that great haul, even if we've not gone that much. I always tell you in the video updates about how many medals are farmed. Yes, and at this level, I'm almost getting my 10 up 10 bonus. Yes, the level 10 bonus right here for accuracy. This is something I'm extremely proud of for my Magic Affinity champions. So even if this is not a full greater, this I'm also proud of this because I've been farming it those 1-star one defenses to make this happen. So now on the last one, I think the last point that I do have as this 5 or 6-star secrets to my greater success is to spend arena gold only during CVC. Now this one doesn't benefit you as a player, especially in Raid Shadow Legends. What I feel like it does for me is save my Great Hall medals until CVC when I spend them, because some players might just get 20. Oh, you spend it on this point. You get 50, you spend it. Oh, you get 500, you spend it here. You end up scattering your Great Hall stuff everywhere. And you can see on the Noob to Pro right now, I've saved up 1,000, enough to upgrade this one time, because you need 1,000 medals to make that happen. So if you've not been saving, right, you won't be able to meet such numbers. So save these Great Hall medals that you get. Don't just be impulsive. You get 300, you spend it. Oh, I need more defense, you spend it here. Oh, today I need more resistance, or I need accuracy on this champion, you spend it here. Don't scatter it all around. Let it all accumulate until CVC starts, whether it has personal rewards or not. You get some good points in CVC for upgrading your Great Hall. It doesn't only benefit you, it also contributes to your clan also to help you guys win CVC. So even if you say, okay, the CVC points is not worth it, do it for your sake to actually focus on one Great Hall point at a time. Don't scatter it all around. Put it all on every point that you have right there. So don't just put it everywhere. Put it on one. Once that one is maxed, you move on to the other one. So that's the last 6th point that I have for you as the secrets to my Great Hall success that you can use to complete your Great Hall. So I don't think there's any other one that I missed out on. Let me know in the comments below if this video helps you develop a shiny Great Hall like this. Remember, this did not take 1 month, 1 year, or 2 years. This is a 3-year Great Hall you're looking at. So it's not something that you can do in 1 day and get it done. And remember, whenever there is a what do you call it now, a fusion that requires you to farm the arena, that's the only time you see me spending my gems to buy arena token refills. Yes, if you're a spender in Raid, you don't mind spending your gems for arena token refills. So if I run out of 10 for the day, I'm done. I usually don't spend gems on this. Now, if you do spend gems on your arena token refills and spend gems on your refreshes, you will get your Great Hall developed faster. I agree with you. I approach it from a totally free to play perspective, and I've never spent my gems on arena token refills except there is a champion, I don't know, arena mission to win. Currently there is a tournament right now, I think, for the arena, and I'm not going to be spending my gems because it's not anything special. I don't need that first position win. But if there's a fragment during a fragment fusion, then I go all out, I spend my gems, and I win that first position during such arena takedown, classic arena takedown. So that's another tip that I wanted to give to you. Only spend it when the reward is worth it for gems, right? So all right, you guys, let me know what you think about this one. If there are any other tips for Great Hall development that you can also recommend to me, I'm always happy to learn from you guys and also apply to my knowledge that I know so far about this Great Hall for playing it over these years. For the Noob to Pro, I'm quite sad that we are not able to develop defenses though, because this would have helped us greatly in our ongoing fight to go up to clan boss damages and dungeon damages in terms of survivability, but we are still focusing on accuracy. After that, we'll come on to this. So watch out for the Note to Pro update tomorrow, where we'll talk more about this and other details. Thank you, Henry, for this question that you suggested, and yeah, it made out for a great video. Hit that like button if this one helps you, and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more Raid Shadow Legends content. Good night, guys.